Yo, what's going on, Washington Commanders fans? I'm back with another video, and today we have a lot of news to talk about regarding Chase Young. So, officially, his 5th-year option has been declined, which isn't very surprising according to John Kine. But before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, because we are on the road to 700 subscribers, and it would be highly appreciated if you guys could get me there. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So, per John Kine, Washington's decision to not pick up Chase Young's 5th-year option wasn't surprising, nor does it signal the end of his time in Washington. The Commanders don't seem inclined to try to trade him before or during the draft, which I wouldn't expect Chase Young to be traded now because he's at his lowest value point. So it really wouldn't be nice for us. We wouldn't get a good return for Chase Young right now. So I think you just let this whole situation play out and see how Chase Young performs. And this just got me pumped for this season because now we get to see how Chase Young is going to do under pressure. We're going to see what he's officially made of. The second overall pick of the 2020 draft is under some pressure, and I want to see how he performs. Now, again, don't be surprised if something pops up where some teams are interested. Now, if teams are going to be interested, I would love to get something decent like the second round pick, a second round pick, third round pick, but I wouldn't do anything other than that. Honestly, if it's not a second or third round pick, I'm not doing it. But this is what also John Kine had to say in his ESPN article. The decision to not pick up Young's options also leaves Washington with two possible free agent defensive ends next offseason. The Commanders would like to work out an extension with Sweat. So it seems like Sweat might be the priority right now, which I understand because he's given us a better sample size. And honestly, that's what was expected going into the offseason, was to make sure we lock up Payne and then see how Sweat and Young perform so we can see who we're going to be keeping, because we can't sign both of them. I've come to the realization we cannot sign both of them, and there's just no way unless someone takes a pay cut. And then we have to sign Cam Curl. Who else? Gibby, I believe Gibby's on his final year. So we have a lot of stuff coming up in next year's offseason. But it's gonna be fun to watch. And he also notes the move isn't a surprise. Consider Washington coach Ron Rivera has said last week that they would announce a decision at the May 2nd deadline. Rivera had been non-committal about Young's options all offseason. There was no hesitation, for example, when picking up fellow defensive end Montez Sweat's 5th-year option last spring. So yeah, again, Montez Sweat, he deserved his 5th-year option. So that's why we went ahead and did what we did last spring. He actually deserved it. But as far as Chase Young, he hasn't really done much since his 2020 year. So we're going to see what he's made of, but even before the ACL injury, he just didn't shock anyone. He didn't do anything that wowed anyone. He didn't wow anyone. He's been injured. He got injured in 2021, and ever since then, and even when he came back in the 3 games, no one expected much, but he did. He's a good run stopper. So I don't want that out of him, though. He's a defensive end. I want him to get pressures, sacks, and, getting run stuff here and there. It's not a bad thing, but I just really want to see what he can do as a defensive end. I want to see if he got better with his pass rushing moves, or, what did he improve over the offseason. So I really cannot wait to see what this new Chase Young is going to be like. And also, this is by We Want Dallas. He quoted a video, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if this is this is Dan Graziano's quote. He said, another team to watch for potential trades is the Washington Commanders. At some point, Washington might have to decide between Young and Sweat, but I don't really see us trading Young. And we're definitely not trading Sweat because he is probably going to ball out next season. So we just have to wait and see with both of those guys. But if I'm trading anyone, it's definitely going to be Chase Young. Sweat has definitely given me a better sample size, but I just want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Is this the right move, or is this a bad move? I personally think it's a good move, but there's one thing to note: if Chase Young does ball out, he will probably be getting franchise tag. If he gets franchise tag, that is a $19 million franchise tag, which he would have deserved. And, I thought they maybe would have accepted it because that's the cheaper route, but we'll just have to wait and see what's going on. But someone's going to have to leave, and it ain't going to be Cam Curl. Cam Curl should definitely be re-signed because someone next season is going to have to go, whether it's Sweat or Young. I don't know. Hopefully it's not both. I hope we can retain one of them. But that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. The NFL draft is tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And, yeah, any other future videos. But without further ado, that is going to be the end of today's video, and hope you guys enjoy. Peace.